Good morning everybody and welcome back to Yellow Duck Vintners. I've been doing a little bit of work. It is now October. I've been doing just a little bit of work. I haven't been doing any contracts or anything. You can see I've got a little bit of leftover rubble here. I've been leveling this out here, this area out here, in the hope of, see, I haven't really leveled there very well, have I? In the hope of, basically getting a couple of greenhouses in so that we've got a little bit of sort of residual constant income. So that's the plan here. I have finally got my steering wheel set up now, which is really good. Pretty happy about that. So what we're going to do is I just need to let's go into reverse. Just need to smooth just a little bit more of this out. You can see the dust coming up. That's pretty cool. Let's go into forward. There we go. And then we'll throw a couple of greenhouses down. We'll get some water for them, and then we will. And then we'll probably, I think, go and do a contract. We do need to grab some fuel and fill up our fuel tank as well. So. That's kind of looking all right. Oh, no, yep, that's the right one. I finally have my steering wheel and my shifter and everything set up now. So I'm using my Farm Sim side panel. I'm using my G29 steering wheel, and I'm using the gear shifter that actually goes with that as well. So you will notice now that my tractor isn't set to automatic. I reckon that's pretty good. Maybe one more run just through here. So you'll notice that my tractor isn't set to automatic anymore. It is set to manual gears. So learning manual gears on the tractor. So they just getting used to what is and isn't required, depending on what tasks you're doing, is going to be pretty cool. So, and as you can see at the moment, I'm in low gear now. So I reckon that might be pretty good right there, I think. So let's just move over to here, and we'll see if we can get a couple of greenhouses down. We might need to do a little bit more smoothing and a little bit more flattening out, but we can do that easy enough. Alright, so I'm just going to leave you sitting here. Yeah, quite happy about finally getting my steering wheel set up and stuff. We've started the community play on our community server, which has been pretty good so far. So I'm streaming that on Twitch, so I might do a stream on YouTube of it as well, but keep your eye out for that. Now let's go into here and construction and production, greenhouses. I don't know whether to put one large greenhouse or whether to put some or whether to put a couple of small greens. See, it's not very level, is it? The leveling tool in this is absolutely horrible. Like, for example, if I take that level and I try and level through there, even if I increase the size of it and try and level through there, it doesn't work very well, unfortunately. There we go, that might be alright. Try that. So I don't know whether to put one large greenhouse or whether to put a couple of small greenhouses in. We've got a medium and we've got a large greenhouse there. We could probably slot him in there, I reckon. Water's around the other side though, that's the problem. What do we get if we get a couple of small ones in? If we threw, say... Well, yeah, you see, we need to be able to access them as well for for picking up pallets and stuff too. So, need to sort of keep that in mind as well. Whether or not we sort of put one on an angle like that, and then maybe one over here on an angle, might be okay. We might be able to access the water for them there. Or alternatively just throw a big fella in like that. maybe, and sort of access that. It's probably not good in the shade of a tree though, is it? What's that going to be like with us accessing water there? It's probably not going to be too bad, actually. I'm going to stick it there. Alright. I'm going to stick it there, and I'm going to have a look at what we've got there. That's not looking too bad. I'm probably going to need to fix this little area up here, which I can do easily enough. I'll just jump out of the way. We'll go back into here, go back into construction and landscaping, and we will probably maybe, let's see, lower that a little bit, like so, and then do a little bit of a smooth out. There we go. That might be a little bit better. I don't want to cause too many bumps and turns and all that type of stuff in here either, so I do need to be really careful of that. I'm going to have to be really careful backing in there as well. So I don't know whether we can level in there like that. We can bring that level up a little bit actually. So we'll do that so that we get a little area there that we can back into. Raise that to there, bring that up to there, that. And smooth it out a little bit. Oh, geez, it's expensive. I can't wait until the cheap landscaping, like the no-cost landscaping mod, comes back out again. I don't feel like that's a cheat, if you know what I mean. So let's do a little bit of painting, a little bit of dirt. Do a little bit of dirt. Let's change the shape of that. That's a little bit of mud, that one. That'll give me a better idea of how it goes in there. There we go. Throw that in there. Yeah, so it's a bit. Still needs a little bit of sculpting and stuff. Probably a bit of smoothing, I reckon. Maybe bring that up and smooth everything down a little bit. There we go, that might be alright. This bit here is going to be a bit of a problem here. We'll sort of smooth that down. And I think my tractor's in the way. Let me just relocate this little beast. And while we're relocating it actually, what I might do is just give it a little bit of a test. So let's go into reverse. Let's bring that down here. See if we can see where any bumps or anything are. A little bit of a bump there and quite a bit of a bump there, but not too bad. Not too bad. So I'll just get this out of the way a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll just do a little bit of landscaping there. Alright, I reckon that'll probably be okay there. Alright, perfect. So we've got that in now. What we're going to have to do now is we're probably going to have to head down to the store. Let's see, I might go into high gear. And we'll just use our gears. Alright, still a little bit bumpy around here. I still need to do a little bit of work in regards to that. For our greenhouses, we don't need manure in FS22 like we did in 19. So there we go. Oh, bumpy, but that's okay. So all we need really is water. So what we're going to have to do is we'll go and get ourselves a water tank, and we'll also have to, we'll go and get ourselves a water tanker, and then what we're also going to have to do is we're going to have to put a water tank on the farm somewhere. So we'll check out a spot for that when we get back. So I was sitting there thinking about what type of mods from 19 I would really like to see in the game. And the couple that stand out for me is number one, obviously the landscaping, but very high on the list, probably the most the mod that I would like to see. Oh crap, stupid AI traffic. They need to sort that AI traffic out. The big one that I would like to see more than anything is the real dirt mod come in. That was an absolutely amazing mod. So I don't know whether you guys used it in FS19, but it's absolutely brilliant. So I'd like to see that come in as well. There we go, changing through the gears manually. It's actually pretty cool changing through manually. All right, so what I'm going to do then is let's see, let's go into here, and it will be under animal transport. No, not under animal transport. It'll be under animals. There we go. The Aquatrans, which is more than enough, because I don't think they have. The small IBS, or I think they call it the IBS. I'm not sure. This is actually really cool as well. We're probably going to have to grab ourselves one of these at some point. This is a trailer for transporting pallets, which would be a really cool to have. So we could sort of load our pallets up onto there, like our pallets from our greenhouses and stuff. So we'll probably do that at some particular point in time once we start getting some stuff. But for now, we just need water. So we will grab that. Would have been nice to see some more water tanks in the game this time round, because it's only ever been the Joskin. I think the IBS was actually it was a mod, so it'd be lovely to see some more default ones come into the game anyway. All right, there we go, and we will connect you up there, and to third high, and off we go. I don't know whether you guys have noticed how much more control I have over the tractor now that I have my steering wheel set up. How much smoother everything is, and how much extra control that I have. It makes so much. It makes such a difference when that's what you're used to when you're doing the farming and stuff. So it's nice. I'm loving this little Zeta. I really am. It's a good tractor. If you get an opportunity to try it out, definitely try it out. Let's just maybe drop down a gear. There we go. That's a little bit better. It is a bit harsh coming up this hill. It is quite a big hill, so I think what we're going to do. There we go. Let's just stop him up here. Probably going to have to get that out of the way. That I think we might put our water tank in there. So I might get that mower out of the way. Just disconnect this. There we go. All right, cool. So off you go. Should be able to spin around here. Don't want to take out my light pole. It actually looks really good at night. I'll show you what it looks like at night at some point in time. That's the fuel tank that we're gonna need to sort out at some point in time. But what we'll do is I'll come in here like this. There we go. Lovely. Now, I did pre-buy all of my tractors and stuff in the last episode. Was it the last episode or the episode before? I can't remember. And I could have held off on doing that. The reason why I didn't hold off on doing that is I just like to know what I've got money-wise and stuff. So at the moment, we're paying interest on a tractor and a sprayer, etc., that we're not using, but I'm sort of willing to sort of put up with that interest on that. So, all right, let's see if we can throw this in here like this. This spot over here might actually become at some point a good spot to put some other stuff. I don't know what yet. We may even put another shed in here. We may put dig up some of the concrete perhaps, and throw ourselves maybe a little chicken pen or something in there. I don't know. because we are going to need something to do over the off season or while we're waiting for our olives and stuff to grow. So let's get you over to here. We'll grab this trailer again, and we will purchase ourselves a water tank and throw that in there. Down you go. There we go. Little bit more, and it would be really nice if they would add the ability to open windows and stuff as well. That would be pretty cool. But I'm sure those mods will come out. All right, just straight back into here and straight back into there. Construction. Let's see, containers, and there should be a water tank here, and that's where it is. It's not a very large one. Which is good for us. So if I maybe spin that around to there, that might be a really good spot. So we'll just throw him there. Perfect. And we're not going to need any silos or anything like that. So beautiful. Let's take this little beast back here. And we'll fill him up. We'll go and put some water in our greenhouse, and then everything there should be hunky-dory, so we can start producing some stuff. Down you go. There we go, and start filling. Lovely. While that's filling up, I might actually just close this garage door. We've got quite a bit of space in there. I don't know, I might leave the water... I may leave the water tank out here. It depends on how much water we actually use when we're filling this up. It is quite a large greenhouse, so tomatoes maybe. I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, there's another door there. Lovely. We might be able to do two different types actually. That might be alright if we can do two different types in this. Let's have a look. Let's see. Recipe. Outgoing products. It may do all of them. But I think tomatoes and lettuce would be the best. Maybe we could do some lettuce. That would be pretty cool. And we can sort of rotate it maybe. Yeah. We can rotate it. Alright, beautiful. Let's jump out here. That should be full now, so we should be able to go down there and... Come on. Close those doors. Run down here. And we should be able to fill that up and start production on that straight away. Now, it's just going to be a little bit of sort of, as I said, it's sort of a passive income, so... which will do the farm good. It's always good. I've found in farm sim to have something making you some sort of passive income to basically to offset. I'm gonna have to go into that. There we go. Basically to sort of offset, you know, any loan costs, any property costs, or anything like that. And if you can balance that out, then you can find a really good balance that allows you to generate a pretty good income on your crops and stuff without too much deficit sort of affecting your crops. That's a really big bump right there. That's a very big bump. Gonna have to sort that out. All right, now can I back this in without smashing our brand new greenhouse? Possibly. There we go. I can probably turn that beacon light off now. There we go. That's looking all right. And right up to that tank there. And we will start filling that up. Now we should be able to head out here and see these lettuces pop up. Not yet. What are we doing? Okay, so that's 7,300 litres. All right. Activate. Let's activate. Yeah, I think we'll do lettuces for this season maybe, and see what kind of cycle we can do. We can sort of swap them around a little bit as well. Okie dokie, it's starting to rain. It did rain overnight as well, which was a bit of a pain in the butt. There we go. Off we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to put a little bit more, I'm obviously going to have to put a little bit more water in that at some point in time. So... that's a little bit bumpy. I don't mind the bumping though, because the tractors sound so good now when they're working, and you know they've got the rattles and stuff in them that it's kind of cool to be going over bumpy territory. Although that's a big bump, that one there. All right, beautiful. I've refilled the water tank. I'll leave it there and I'll fill it up a little bit later, which is fine. Getting a bit wet driving the Mahindra in a thunderstorm, but we'll be okay. Let's pull him in here, and I better turn those headlights off. Don't want the battery to run out, and we'll turn our little beast off. Beautiful. I do love the little Mahindra. Okay, let's jump into here. I pre-rang these guys. These guys are renting us this, so it's going to cost us $45, but that's okay. Just to rent it to let's go into there. Just to rent it to to pick up a little bit of fuel and stuff. But you know that's probably not a bad thing. Let's go into there. Alright, lovely. Probably too expensive to buy one of these at this particular point in time, so... Alright, let's pull into here, and hopefully we'll be able to refill that trailer. There we go, lovely. I'm not sure exactly how much fuel our tank at home is going to take. Actually, let's stop that and just have a really quick squeeze at what it's going to take. Let's see, it was in here, and it was in construction, and it was in containers, and I think we've got this one. This one will take 10,000 litres, so that should be okay. Let's keep filling this up. Alright, I've got a bit of a feeling that we may not be able to use this fuel. And the reason why I have that feeling is because it didn't actually charge us to fill up that fuel, and I'm guessing that it may have charged the co-op. So we may have to temporarily buy one of these trailers, I reckon, and do it ourselves, and then probably sell the yeah. See how much are the trailers? Let's have a squiz. Where are we? In here. In miscellaneous, and then if we have one, see, they're $30,000. So, that makes it a little bit hard. I'm guessing that we're probably not going to be able to fill our tractors up with this using this fuel. But let's go and see if we can anyway, and we'll just test it out. All right, we are back. Let's see what happens. Let's go down into second gear. Let's see what actually happens here, and whether we can actually refill this tank, or whether the tank actually has to. I'm pretty sure. Actually, what I'll do is I'll get out here. I'm pretty sure that if you go up to it, it says that it's empty, which would be this here. Silo is empty. That's a medium fuel tank. So. Let's move forward. Actually, I don't know whether... That's the other thing. Do we actually fill it up from the front, or do we fill it up from the back? We'll have a look. See what we can do. Start overloading. All right, here we go. Let's overload a little bit of diesel in here, and we'll see what we can... we'll see whether or not we can actually fill our tractor up from it. If we can, then for the sake of the game, I will take a couple of grand out of my. I'll take a couple of grand out of my account for the fuel. Okay, let's get rid of that. Start you up. Now, if our tractor does fill up with fuel, then everything is okay. If not, then we're going to have to do a different alternative. So here we go. Refill. And it does. All right, perfect. Lovely. Let's get you back there. Right to there. Perfect. Hook you up. We'll jump out and we will finish overloading and throwing this fuel in. So let's see. What I might do is I might go and do a turnaround actually. Yeah, she's as bumpy as anything out here. They certainly haven't fixed the whole terrain editing mechanics. That's all right. What farm isn't bumpy, right? There we go. And you can start overloading. We'll go and check our we'll go up and check how our greenhouse is doing. Those lettuces should be coming along perfectly, and they are. Look at that, lovely. So, and you do hear the water going off every now and again, which is pretty cool. So we've got a whole pile of lettuce in here. We have a little bit of a ground phenomenon there, which is fine. We'll just pretend that it's not there. Oh, is the rain stopping? It is too. Lovely. First day of October and rain. There you go. Beautiful, but the balloons are still out. Madness out in the thunderstorm, seriously. Look at them. Alright, lovely. This should be pretty well done, but I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. I hope that you have... I hope that you've enjoyed this one. I'll take this back. I'll do some more filling up there, and I might see you, if we have a look... if we have a look at our calendar at the moment, so we're in the first third of October. There's really nothing for us to do in between now and putting in our olive trees in. However, I do want to see, we'd be harvesting olives now too in October. But however, I do want to do some contracts and do some contract work. So in between now and planting those, then we will start doing some. We'll start doing some contract work. So that's probably what we're going to do in the next episode. What is our weather looking like? October 11th, 23 degrees and raining, 19 and sunny. And then we get into November and there's a lot of rain. We're looking at snow in December. So we're going to have to consider some sort of snow management on the farm as well. So, although that's not going to be as bad this season as it is next season when we're harvesting and stuff. So, but anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it very much, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Yellow Duck. See ya.